All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello and welcome to Func, Furman University's daily news show. Today is Monday, March 18th, 2019. I'm Mira.
And I'm Charlie. In today's news, police have identified the main suspect in the horrific terrorist attack on the New Zealand mosque last Friday. The shooter announced his plan on an internet thread and then began live streaming his attack. 50 people have been announced dead. Func's thoughts and prayers lie with the victims, their families, and their community in these sad times of recovery.
The weather for today will be clear with a high of 62 and a low of 40.
There will be a special walk to help spread awareness about suicide and the fight against it, with the Hope Walks Here event on March 24th. The event will start at 1 p.m. in the Furman Amphitheater. To register and for more details, please visit afsp.org/Furman.
The Faculty Standing Committee is looking for applicants for next year. If you are interested or want to submit an application, search for them on LinkedIn. Deadline for applications is Friday.
Furman Women's Golf is teaming up with the Prisma Health Adolescent Young Adult Program through the rest of the semester. Every time that the team scores a birdie, a donation will be made to help a patient's family within the program. If you want to help out and make a pledge or find out more information, contact Laura DeMarco.
Dream will be holding a viewing of the movie The Theory of Everything from this Wednesday, 6 to 9 in Furman Hall 106. The movie follows the story of Stephen Hawking and his time at the University of Cambridge from his creation of motor neuron disease and his work to overcome his problem while following his research. The viewing will also have pizza available for those in attendance.
The Palathon Dance Marathon is finally here this Saturday from 2 to 8 in the Timmins Arena to help benefit Greenville's Prisma Health Children's Hospital. Make sure to look out for the QR codes posted across campus to sign up for the event and check back in with Func later in the week for a special video.
Are you still looking for your 32 CLPs? Well, this next segment is for you. Here's this week's CLP forecast. In the Apology, Socrates famously claims that the unexamined life is not worth living. He also argues that the path to the best life begins at home with an honest look at oneself. Over the next 1,500 years, this piece of advice becomes so widespread that by the 13th to 15th centuries, virtually everyone writing in this popular genre of spiritual instruction in the Christian West begins their treatise with the recommendation to begin with self-knowledge. But how are we supposed to do this? And what is the final result supposed to look like? This will be answered at the CLP event, How Can I Know Myself? Today from 4 to 5:30 in McEachern Lecture Hall.
Dr. Hosgood will be holding a CLP talk called The Role of Genetic and Epigenetic Factors, today from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. in Burgess Theater. In this talk, he'll focus on the results of his research on gene-environment interactions of carcinogenesis, or the initiation of cancer formation, in populations across China and Asia, and how the results can be implemented into Furman's education.
Students often engage in mathematics without reflecting on the exact nature of the understanding they are developing or the learning process involved. Furthermore, research highlights that while professors believe they are emphasizing conceptual understanding, students tend to focus on format and procedures without attending to the underlying reasoning. In a special CLP talk, Dr. Keith Weber from Rutgers University will help bridge this gap, supporting participants to better understand what advanced mathematics is about and what exactly they're trying to accomplish in higher level math classes. This will take place today from 7 to 8 in Riley 106.
The PBS Frontline film Trafficked in America will be having a CLP showing tomorrow from 6 to 7:30 in Patrick Lecture Hall. The movie tells the true story of immigrants recruited from Guatemala with promises of financial gain to support their families. The families, who were taken to a Midwest egg farm, were forced to have dilapidated homes and the denial of pay. The film helps in showing the tragic example of current-day labor trafficking and exploitation experienced by the workers. If you aren't able to go to the CLP event, you can still watch it online at PBS's website.
Tom Madison will be holding a CLP as part of Strengths Week tomorrow from 7 to 8:15 in Watkins Room. In this talk, he will talk about his work at the company Gallup and how their research in human nature and behavior in terms of strength-based leadership can help the world at many levels in its beneficial and interdisciplinary approaches to solutions for current events.
Faith is always a hard topic to talk about, as many people tend to feel attacked for believing in ideals that are sometimes different than others. In order to help bring diverse discussion to religion, a CLP forum entitled God will be taking place tomorrow from 8 to 10 in the Hartness Pavilion.
The Bible has been historically a document used by the church in both helpful but also unhelpful and in fact detrimental ways in conversations about sex, sexuality, relationships, and marriage. A CLP lecture called Sex in the Bible will address these questions and how they have affected culture and interpretation, and even how language like "the Bible says" has been appropriated for social and political gain rather than taking what it says as a means for religious and cultural understanding. It will take place this Wednesday from 7 to 8:30 in the chapel.
Furman's Dance Club is proud to present their CLP performance, A Dance with Chance, this Thursday from 7 to 8 in McAllister Auditorium. The event will be an interactive, hour-long performance that encourages the audience to learn more about chance dance, a method that both deconstructs and reconstructs a choreography of dance. The performances will be followed by a discussion about the creation and recreation of dance work, how it can be viewed, and the processes the dancers go through.
The movie Nefarious, Merchant of Souls will be having a CLP showing this Thursday from 7 to 9 in McEachern Lecture Hall. The movie will document what human sex trafficking looks like around the world, including the specific types, how those who are trafficked differ, and what leads to trafficking in specific countries.
Anime Club will be hosting a CLP showing of the movie Maquia, When the Promised Flower Blooms, on March 28th from 7 to 9 in Johns Hall 101. This Best Animated Film from 2018's Shanghai International Film Festival follows the story of two different humanoid species and how both must come to terms with life's end, even if it comes sooner than expected.
That's all we have for today, Paladins. Make sure to check our website, www.can'tstopthefunk.com, to submit announcements and watch all of our previous episodes. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and download the Func mobile app to keep up with everything that's happening on Furman's campus. Have a great National Sloppy Joe Day, and tune in again on Wednesday for our next episode.
There's something funky